Arsenal are at the verge of bottling it again.
The bigger fault, honestly, I don't see it anywhere now, goes to Salah.
When I heard that story, Mo Salah, people are trying to throw him under the bus.
Amorim.
Your team spent over $2 billion or pounds. I mean, Chelsea were happy to get a draw against Arsenal.
We cannot have our biggest footballing showpiece. You throw it today, you throw it like that.
I think it's good that we have it about because once Super Eagles break out like this, we they go from max value to Obi's house.
It's the Box18 podcast. Straight from the box.
No VAR needed. Alpha,
how I do?
We are here again.
We are here again. Salah, we are here again. Liverpool, we are here again.
Oh yeah,
we are here again. We are here again. Salah, we are here again. Liverpool, we are here again. Arsenal, we are here again.
Alpha,
how I do? The biggest talking point today, honestly.
Yebo.
We have to look from within to the outside because a lot has been said about this crazy topic. And to me, the first thing in my mind, that if I don't get it out of my chest, it is going to be as if, the burden of 1,000 years is on me. Is the issue of Mo Salah versus Liverpool. Mo Salah versus Arne Slot. Let us slot it in.
When I heard that story, Mo Salah.
Show Salah.
Don't leave me.
Legend. When you hear that, Mo Salah.
Yeah, Mo.
We got to slot it into this topic, into this discussion. I mean, in as much as I love Salah to pieces, the guy has done something no African player has done in the EPL.
Yes.
Before we talk about Didier Drogba, Austin Okocha, Kanu Wako, and Yakuba Hegbeni. So many of them like that. But Salah came and rivaled the likes of Alan Shearer, rivaled the likes of Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, Frank Lampard, Andy Cole. And the numbers are there. The stats are there, obviously.
True that.
And if you want to talk Simika, show workings. Salah has shown that working in the Premier League. But the installment, the latest episode between Salah, Liverpool, and Slot, and what have you, is something that I really don't like. That you carry your hand that way. And this is not me trying to throw my fellow African brother
under the bus.
He said that people.
That was what he said in the interview. He said people are trying to throw him under the bus.
This is not me trying to rephrase what he said. But now let me rephrase. This is not me trying to throw my African brother under the train. Because train impact past us.
Under the downfall. Under the downfall.
But in truth, no matter how big you are, whether you are Donald Trump, whether you are Cristiano Ronaldo, whether you are Lionel Messi, whether you are this guy where they kill person because of dog. What's his name? This guy when they kill
John Wick.
No,
that one weak me.
There is nothing that makes you bigger than that institution called Liverpool. And this is a guy that have been the face of the club.
Yes.
A guy that have been playing games after games.
A consistent performer for Liverpool for well over 8 seasons now.
Just 3 games. They talked about just relax for bench. And out of that 3 games, must be said, Salah played a game. That game too, his introduction cost the team. And I think that coming out and start saying all those words and no, you don't need it as a Salah. And no matter how harsh it is, I'm always going to say the truth. Nobody is bigger than an institution. If you work for me, if there's an internal crisis that you don't like, it's better you go the right way. But coming to give interviews that Liverpool have done this, you have done this for them. You have, did he win 5 Champions League for them? He didn't win 7 Premier Leagues for them. But to me, my opinion,
yes,
I think Salah got it all wrong.
I mean, well, we can go that route. And to be honest, whilst a part of me wants to agree with you as to the fact that, oh yes, he got it wrong, I also want to say that for him to have come outside to do this, don't forget that Salah look at precedents. He has been in this club for well over many years, no issues.
Yes.
Even during the times when
anytime he wants to sign a contract, there's always an issue. Anytime when his contract died.
But they're not contract talks here. He just signed a new contract with the team, happy about his contract and all that stuff. But I think for it to get to this stage, there must have been a breakdown relationship between himself and maybe management, or himself and the coach, right? Because I'll quote something he said. He said the relationship between himself and Slot is non-existent.
Yep.
This was the same coach he won the league with a couple of months back. Right? Or is it a couple of months back? A couple of months back, right? And now is the only way he can get his attention is by coming out to do an interview with it. Now, for those that are saying that, and for people that are saying that, oh, Salah should not have come out to do that interview, or is not bigger than the club. And I think people are mistaking this. He said, and I quote, that even he said in the narrative that it's not bigger than the club, but it doesn't deserve to be treated this way. 3 games, you didn't play him. 3 games, your team has struggled. Or more than 3 games, Liverpool has struggled. And you have arguably one of the most potent forwards in the league.
That was then. That was last season.
Baba, mention a season in the last couple seasons that Salah has not banged in at least 29 goals.
But that was last season.
Not last season.
The problems are evident. Honestly, we can all see it.
So are you saying that Salah is Liverpool's problem?
No, I'm not going to say that. It is a Liverpool problem.
Exactly.
But a coach wants to solve a problem.
So
it is his job to select and say, this is my status. It's not only Salah that's not playing. What should we talk about Chiesa? A guy that anytime he comes onto the field of play, is always delivering. And for the record, he has more goals than Salah this season. This guy didn't come out to complain. The other players are also lacking playing time. From their time all through. Is that how you play today? You'll be on the bench tomorrow. But Salah has enjoyed that good faith of playing. And also, he has delivered. But this season, let us put it into perspective. He has underperformed in terms of goal scoring, assists, defending, in play, outplay, everything that has to do with Liverpool. And for a normal coach, you need to take some decisive decision. And as a senior player that Salah is, honestly, and you're also going to the Nations Cup, if there is no agenda, I know there's an internal crisis between him and the club, or perhaps with the board, but you don't have any, that's my own grouse. Salah has the right to be hungry.
Yes.
But there's always a way to channel your hunger, your statement in the right way. When you come out of and start talking to press that the club has done this for you, they did this to you, they don't appreciate you, you carry them to this one. It is wrong.
See, I think we are completely misquoting or exaggerating the content of Salah's interview.
It is Salah. It's going to be that way.
I think we're exaggerating it. I believe that at no point in that interview did he cast aspersions on Liverpool.
He did.
No.
He said the club.
No, yes.
Did he mention the club?
I mean, I'm not saying like there was no at any point in time in that interview that he basically made bad press about the club.
It was bad. It was bad.
We are interpreting on the fact that, and again, I will say this, if you read the full episode of that interview, he basically said that, whilst of course he knows he's not bigger than the club, but he feels that he should be treated better. Right?
How?
Obviously, and don't forget,
just got a bomber contract.
According to him, he said the promises that were made to him by the club during the summer were not kept this season.
So if I promise you that ADT,
there were conversations,
as a coach,
there were conversations that his role in the team will not be compromised.
Of course.
Yes.
And you are not delivering. Will I consider to play you at the detriment of the team? I can promise you heaven and earth.
But if
if you don't measure up, If Salah truly is a professional that wants the right thing to be done,
It should
and for the interest of the club to grow and be okay,
Yes.
he needs to understand that there are times that you also embrace fasten your seat belts. Then go back and start working harder. I'll give you a reference. I'm a big United fan. I
100%.
love Ronaldo like
100%,
like
yes.
you know they
100%.
Ronaldo.
Yes.
If I see him today, tomorrow, it's just like the biggest thing.
Yes.
As far as sport is concerned, to me, just right after Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to say that. But when Ronaldo went to PS Morgan and gave that shit of an interview, rubbish United. He was saying it. The one he didn't ask, he was saying it. He was talking like a parrot.
But was he wrong?
United as a bigger institution had to pull the plug and tell you, Bobo, even though you have a point, you think this is the direction the club should be heading to.
Yeah.
It is not up to you to go to the public and bring down the club. What Salah has done is he bringing down a club that brought him to light. Salah was a failure before coming to Liverpool. Carragher said that. Carragher said that at Chelsea, he failed, even though he was not given that chance that he needed. But somebody gave you the limelight. You thrived under that system. You were the biggest player under that system. And if you don't know, the same issue happened between Salah and Mane. Liverpool threw Mane
yes,
under the bus just to accommodate him.
And he feels that the same thing is almost happening. They are trying to blame him. They are trying to blame Salah.
Wait, let me say this over average. You say Bashon to Fino Yale Omafino Yao. That is the cane, the bulala that you used to bulala the first wife will also be used on the second wife. It's just law of karma.
But let's get this straight now. Both players, two things are consistent to those players. Nationality.
Yep. African. Oh, my people.
Nationality.
Where are we going? Yeah, see. I've heard that Rooney, if it was Harry Kane, he won't say this. See, we are paid to do a job here now.
Yes.
And my opinion should not be in favor of those majority that are watching us talk. I have to come here and analyze the issue. Yes. And I say it today, tomorrow, twice on public holiday, and also on Christmas Day, and also on New Year's Day, that the bigger fault, honestly, I don't see it anywhere now, goes to Salah. You don't come outside and throw on your employer under the bus. It's not acceptable anywhere in the world.
I mean, if things, and I really feel this, I really feel that if things are not going well, I think we disqualify the human side of these players. Yes, they're professionals, right? But come on, man. You know. And I'll say again, in Liverpool, mention a more consistent player.
Nobody.
In Liverpool than Salah.
Nobody.
In the last how many years?
In the Premier League era.
Nobody.
But just like the great Arsene Wenger will say.
Then again.
The great Arsene Wenger will say, you treat more of the consequence than the action. I won't say more than that. Is the consequence is so bigger than the action, and Salah needs to take responsibility. And for me, I think he has kicked his last ball. I
mean, obviously, you saw what happened. He didn't play in Champions League game, you know.
And they won.
Yeah, and they won.
Away at Inter.
No, Inter's machine. Come on, it's Italy team. It's Italy team. But I mean, we cannot, you know, take anything away from Salah. Obviously, I agree with the point that, you know, he obviously has to, you know, has to pay for what he has done, and obviously, in the end, it's an institution. He was employed by that institution, and he has come out to something. You know, he has to bear the consequences, and also serve as a deterrent for that players. But talking about the EPL, this year, things have happened. Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal are at the verge of bottling it again.
Bring them on.
We should come with bottles to the set next time so we can give us that time. And this time, people are waiting till after December. No, that's a cup. If you give us this score, they are pouring the cup. We have to give them proper bottle. That's a cup.
These are crazy kids. Although small bullets touch Man U for that too.
Everybody collects.
But that Arsenal, the guy say, I won't buy trophy.
Don't forget.
The guy say, you don't buy trophy.
I think you win trophy. The man you came and said, give me, say,
they play my game. They play there. Oh, but I don't. When he said that, I didn't understand. I was like, what is this guy?
You remember there?
They play for there.
You don't say anything like that.
I got
Heineken is sponsor UEFA Champions League.
This guy a bad guy. That guy, I dey look for you. If I see you anywhere for one-on-one.
Yeah. but I mean, people were not expecting, well, I don't think they've bottled it yet.
Of
but
course.
5 points at top is not safe. Isn't
even 5?
It's 5.
It is 2 now.
It's 2. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, with the game, oh my God, it's 2 points. But I mean, it's not safe. Even when you have a 12-point lead, go save.
And you're an Arsenal.
And you're Arsenal. It's not safe.
Yep.
It's not safe. People were expecting them to start this turnaround next year. After December.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah, but it's coming earlier than usual. But you still cannot take anything away from the Arsenal side. I think I stand to be fourth, but there's no better playing team in the Premier League right now than Arsenal. There's no better playing team in the Premier League right now
through this season
than Arsenal.
It is Arsenal. But presently, Villa boys, Aston Villa.
Yes.
That form is crazy.
Yes. But we have seen this time and time again with clubs in that kid with Aston Villa. We saw what happened with Brentford some seasons ago. We saw it happen with the starting Leicester City. We saw it happened with Nottingham Forest some seasons. Bro, these things they are come and go.
But my problem,
but the only beauty for me was the fact that who this is more like will I say retribution for the coach of Aston Villa? Because at some point in time, he handled Arsenal, and this was the thing that was he coach enough to handle that kind of team?
And he has shown that.
And he has shown that, bro. Look at what I'm doing with Aston Villa right now.
My problem with Arsenal is not as if they don't have the materials to win the Premier League. They do, honestly. They have the best team in the EPL now. The first set, the second set, supporting cast. The coach is absolutely fantastic. But when you have that name, Arsenal, the history of the club for the last 25 years,
history of butlers,
of course, hanging around your neck, you can never get comfortable. There was a time, that's how they conceded 8 games in the Premier League this season.
This isn't true.
They won all 8.
Yeah.
Now look at the last 5 games they have played. Even though they are saying they don't have two central defenders.
Yeah.
There was a time you didn't have Odegaard, no Jesus, no.
And you still put up
you guys were saying you have, but the pressure is now mounting, and they are also responding to it negatively.
Yes.
As they're still the favourites, yes, by not by landslide, probably by 10% more than other clubs. But my fear is that we expected them to start doing this shit. Again, I expect them to start doing this shit of a bottling insurance company in January.
Arsenal bottling company.
But they are now doing it as early as possible. Big ups to them in the Champions League.
But they haven't bottled it yet, 100%. In my opinion.
No. But you can't beat 7.8 points. In the space of 3 games.
3 games, you've lost 2 points.
2 points.
Yes.
And the person chasing you, the 2 coaches chasing you are very experienced. Forget that Aston Villa or the coach is yet to win anything in the Premier League.
Yes.
But this guy is a serial winner as far as European trophy is concerned.
Okay.
Well, there's no coach better in the world now, presently, than Pep Guardiola. And the guy still says, my club are not ready. He's not ready.
He's not ready, yes.
But the pressure of Alan has been solved. Other guys are scoring. Foden is scoring.
Yes.
Defenders are scoring. Doku is scoring.
Yes.
Shecky, all of them are scoring. It shows that they are getting it right.
Is working.
And if Arsenal just go do anyhow,
if you take your foot off the pedal,
they will get it anyhow. But in the end, I'll still say it. I've been very impressed with them, but they need to be very, very deadly. They need to be very, very, you just have to kill a team once and for all. Yeah. I know that you are done with them. The mistake they made against Aston Villa, they will also make it against teams that have that kind of, Crystal Palace is there. There's still Brentford.
Yes.
There are clubs like Newcastle United that you don't beat them the first leg.
Yeah.
They want to tell you that first leg
was the fluke.
And this is just December. So as we see that, are we getting carried away and almost saying Arsenal will stroll to the trophy? Yes, they are the favourite as at now. But things will change by the end of January. And quote me, I said it elsewhere that if Arsenal are at the top of the table, if I know the year very well, quote me, if Arsenal remains at the top of the table at the end of January, you guys, I don't know, just give me a location. I go put my head down, knock, Making her knock me. Making her knock me.
Me I dey sharpen my hand down.
Honestly,
me I dey sharpen my
At the end of
knuckle.
January, I'm saying again.
Me I dey sharpen my
Come
knuckle
and
down.
Just tell me the location.
I go to
I'll sit
knock-
down there.
I go
Just
to
make sure
knock.
say, get
You know,
me
see
what-
your hairline they recede. You know, by the time the knock, by the time the knock enter, you will go bound.
1-0 to the Gunners.
but you know, looking at it right now, is any team in contending for? I don't believe that right now. I believe that the Premier League race is an open race right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a catch race.
Because even the Chelsea, they are doing ballably.
Those ones we always collect.
Arsenal, they are giving us heart attack right now.
Yes,
You
they are
understand?
giving their fans, not me. A friend of mine, his name is Chile. He said, at the end of the season,
Yeah.
I don't know whether he's going to be watching. I'm very sure he's going to watch. He said he's going to buy a big cow to celebrate Arsenal's big trophy at the end of the season.
I look forward to it.
So a lot of people call the check and say it no go happen.
You know, go happen, yeah.
He said that you no go chop that malu, but because people like to eat malu,
Yeah.
they are saying help Arsenal. But I'm very sure that money for cow,
He would
we will use it anyhow
for something.
because we never buy a cow.
but I mean, quite honestly, the Premier League race is an open race at this point in time. You know, Arsenal are slacking in some sense. Liverpool, they are, you know, they're not in a level or in a pool of tears, performance-wise. Chelsea, well, they're in a sea of sorrow. Man United are
What is it?
Man United.
You don't write them down.
Man United are disunited.
Oh, what is it?
They are like so. It's almost like if you could pick right now, who would you like? Who do you think has what it takes to win the league at this point in time? Because honestly speaking, I would not be surprised if Aston Villa wins the league.
I think it's the most open season, you know, in a long while.
So okay.
At the start, you said it was going to be Arsenal, Liverpool, perhaps Chelsea, and distant Man City.
Man City, yes.
But the way things have panned out so far, it is the most open season. And I think some days ago, I told someone that Aston Villa can win the league. He said that lie is not possible. That we never see Leicester. I said, before Leicester, we saw Blackburn.
True.
We saw Blackburn. And those years, it's always like 10 years to each other.
Yeah.
It's going like that way again now. And I'll be more than glad to see a Villa, you know, win the Premier League. So for me, I think that it's an open season now, the way it is now, 2.3, 0.5 points here and there. You know, you carry one leg, which may mistake, somebody takes advantage. But no team has been consistent all through, except Arsenal for a large spell of this season.
Yes.
But that is just like one quarter.
See, I say
of the
this
season.
I say this again. In the Premier League right now, Arsenal is the best playing team.
Absolutely.
Squad depth, beautiful form of football. Now it's distributed. Now creativity comes from almost every angle of the field, whether it's Eze, or whether it's Saka, whether it's, you know, there's talent full ground. Talking about talent full Chelsea, talent full Man U. One team beats Barca.
Drew against Arsenal. Since that time, he has been coming from reverse.
And they are still on the same level.
Somebody told me that Man U, the last time that we sat together and talked and chatted and you know that what is the achievement of Man U? And I said the only achievement that Man U has had is that time and now, Arsenal, Man U and Chelsea
are on the same level. You are world champions. Yeah, world champion with your golden badge. It's a lose game. With your golden badge, a team that has literally as scanty wins throughout the entire league is still on the same level with you. With your amount of with your Pedro and your Estevao and your Enzo Maná, Enzo everywhere.
Football is a very funny game.
Enzo in the Enzo.
I remember that match against Barcelona. The way they promoted Estevao.
Yeah?
From here.
Oh my God. They were making Lamal and Estevao comparisons now.
Where that Estevao now?
Well, but mommy, he did disavowed.
Let me check out for that place. Estevao. No,
he don't bow. Estevao don't bow.
After the bow. Chelsea, my bow. But honestly, when you compare Chelsea and Man U together, honestly, I think that Man U have been sulking for 3, 4, 5 years. The coaches have been struggling to get it right. Ten Hag promised He said, I'm going to dethrone. He used that one word now, era.
Yes.
His era even ended before the clubs that were there. That he wanted to end the era.
Yes.
Now, the man that is the finest manager in the Premier League now, coily hair, he's dressing, he's top notch. Amorim. He's always here and there. We understand that United have but Chelsea, honestly, I had high hopes for them.
Yeah.
I didn't say them. It wasn't as I was expecting them to win the league. But if you...
No, I disagree. I disagree with the high that Chelsea had right after the champions.
They were supposed to use
after Club World Cup and World Champion they had like people were expecting Chelsea to come to this season.
It was like
dominate.
It was like I've never had anybody called world champion before.
Like, bro, like the way they flouted these world champions, like
they go to Oshodi Market, world champion. Go to Jankara in Ireland.
Alex was here. Alex was here.
Alex
was here. He was here.
He almost beat us off.
Where Alex did? Where did it?
Alex, where you did? I want you to react to this. Where you did,
Alex, where you did?
Alex on less.
Alex, you don't X. You don't X. You don't X. So like, I think what we have been accusing Man U as being the most disappointing team this season. I think Chelsea has been the most disappointing team this season.
Absolutely.
Most disappointing team this season. For at least Man U came to this season, we were not expecting anything from Man U.
Yep.
They had been on a losing streak for as long. The guy way one by not on line on finish. Yep. The guy don't come faster like this. That one, we don't say till Jesus come, if you know about their hair, you understand? So, in fact, if Man U wins game like this, Man U fans are happy.
Yes.
At least we breathe one hair after 7 games.
4-1.
Bro.
It feels like It feels like Alex Ferguson's era. I'm like, can we score 4 goals in a
match? Do you get
effortlessly?
No, so nobody expected anything from Man U because they had been on that disappointing streak
for a long time.
Since what's his name now? Since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Have you Ole Gunnar Police? They have been on that downward trajectory since that time. But Chelsea has had brilliance in quite a number of I mean they won the league not under Thomas Tuchel.
It was Champions League
under Thomas Tuchel, and I think in the last 4 years they've had at least 1 or 2 trophies.
Yes.
So they have been getting.
And they're also the world champions. Live up to that name.
Live up to that name.
But they expect from you is to live up to that name.
They came in and have been shambolic.
Yep.
The freezer is broken. The freezer is broken. Stamford is hot right now. It's not cold. It's not cold any longer. It's not cold any longer. But in my opinion, I feel like I've said, whilst of course I believe that a number of players in Chelsea are like I said, they are a bunch of average players. But beyond that, there's also a discipline problem. I think what is happening to Chelsea is what's happening to Arsenal in Arteta's first 2 seasons. Great young talents, but discipline to grind out results, game in, game out. That inconsistency. Maybe Arsenal a little better than they were, but they have not found that rhythm. Now they can be called that. You can want to say that Maresca has not been given the tools he needs to activate. But your team spent over $2 billion or pounds.
That's massive though.
You understand? $2 billion pounds like this. You bought a bunch of Yahoo boys. a bunch of Yahoo boys. Because tell me why you spend that much money, and there's no consistency in results. You cannot play a match today. I mean, Chelsea were happy to get a draw against Arsenal.
Celebrate as if they won the Champions League.
They want to, do you understand? And I'm like, come on, this is no brainer. Like, it's a matter of we beat you or we beat you.
Yeah.
From a former Chelsea side, you understand?
Since then, they've not picked up any
victory.
And I think that Chelsea, they downplayed their ability at times. Last season, they were flowing. They were on that run.
Or they overplayed their ability.
Running after Liverpool. At the point, they were like 3 or 4 points behind Liverpool. And what I was hearing, a Chelsea that so many clubs feared for the ability to always come out of a bad season and start winning. We are not ready to win it. We are just there. I think that spirit of we are not just there, or people are not taking them serious is still there. Because if you were able to beat clubs like Barcelona, PSG in the final of the World Club Cup, and you have a right, I think that should have been the
impetus, the driving force to
push them home. And to be honest, to have an average, to now record a start of a red card in every 2.5 matches or 3 matches in the EPL, that alone is a crisis, a problem. And I think Maresca, in as much as I respect him as a very good tactical manager that can always, change from one system to accommodate any better team, he needs to also apply that killer instinct against all these lesser clubs, Leeds United of this world, West Ham. You need to just finish them once and for all. Don't. If you want to break somebody's neck, break it completely. Don't just hold on to it, because once they get a breath again, you give them that energy to come back at you. That is one thing I think Chelsea are missing. You have to bring that fear factor home and away and be as bad. Look at what they did at Chelsea, Arsenal. It shows Chelsea can actually play football. Against Barcelona, they can actually play football. Then why do you choose to play against the bigger side all the time? You see Liverpool, you go do like this. You see Man U, you go come to par, even though Man U still beat them this season. You see us now, fantastic football. Complete has played them with even a man less. But Leeds United, West Ham, it's not supposed to. You can't win like that. And the longer that goes, it's like a cancer. It becomes an habit. That is why Arsenal are still going like this and going like this and going like this. For United, they are not even there. That's why to compare them together now, it's like, day and light.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, two teams that obviously are not similar in terms of expectations, but are literally on the same level. I mean, on Man U goes on Man U side, we know that they have been shambolic. You understand? Man U, you understand? Man U has, you understand? Man U see Old Trafford is old. You understand? Like everything is gone. But I mean, for a Chelsea that's like I said, coming to the season, we had a high expectation. But again, there are conversations that with the turn of the year or the turn of Christmas, things might just start to shape up for Chelsea. Which means Chelsea, at the turn of the season, always, put up some good. So maybe that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for a clutch moment, take everybody up on side. But let's see how that goes. But anyway, we're talking about how things goes. How will things go for Nigeria in this Nation Cup? But before I want to say this. Before you go, I want to say this. I feel Nigeria should not qualify for the Nations Cup.
It's going to be harsh. That's too harsh.
I feel
that means that you want to kill everybody.
I know, actually.
No World Cup.
I feel that Nigeria should not have
international World Cup.
Do you know why?
Why?
We'll go find this Nations Cup again, and we think that everything is well with football in Nigeria.
Well, that has always been our problem. Huge crisis, small comfort, small happiness, and we forget about that bigger problem. But I still feel that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Africa as a whole, we need to start carrying our own tournament on our head like this. Honestly, look at the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
Look at the build-up to it.
Yes.
Look at the paparazzi.
Yes.
Look at the preparation. Look at how they are. It's still next year. And we already know that something is already happening. They already tagged as the greatest footballing, sporting
event ever in the world.
We will never see.
I mean, it's the World Cup, to be honest.
Look at the Champions League innovation year after year.
Yes.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm always running home to say, let me catch it under a small cup of coffee with some snacks. The Nations Cup, side by side, when the season is thick in Europe, side by side with Christmas, side by side with New Year, 30 December day there, Oblate day there.
I think it's good that we have it about because once Super Eagles break out like this, we they go from Max Venue to Obi's house. So once Nigeria lose like this, they go from there to crossover service. They go
I think CAF should also do better. Now we used to complain about our calendar not in the same moving together alongside European calendar.
Yes.
It has changed now. Even Nigerian calendar, our own MPFL league, is also running concurrently with the Premier League, the League of this world.
Yes.
Why don't we just permanently? It's going to be, it used to be, when I was growing up, this one used to be in February, January,
early in the year. Yes.
So I'm always looking forward to, every 2 years.
Once the year starts,
First, they change it to odd year.
Yes.
Now, to even here. We don't even know when it can be. Now it can be in January, it can be in December. We cannot have our biggest footballing showpiece. You throw it today, you throw it like that. That's the first point. And I think that CAF, if you want them to take it seriously,
yes,
you have to put your leg on the ground. Let them know that we are not going to bend for anybody.
But CAF putting their foot down is not going to work.
Why?
The issue we have with Nations Cup is not just the CAF body as the Confederation of African Football, but also a reflection of the decadence and the issues across a lot of African footballing, organizations across Africa. You cannot mention one African footballing association right now that has had at least 5 years of peaceful football development.
Hey, Morocco.
Take out North Africa. Because those ones are not Africans any longer.
Yeah.
They play a different. You see equitable investments in sports infrastructure in this country. Deliberate attempts. They have copied the Western style and brought their own North African twist to it. Yep. Their leagues are literally stand at par with. I mean, the North African consortium has a huge export of local league players to for foreign leagues in the world. Not just second division, top tier division leagues in the world. They have huge numbers, and that's because their government, their sports infrastructure, investing heavily in talent and also investing heavily in infrastructure as well. It's not the same. Cannot be said for a lot of other African countries, especially in the West and in the East. Well, some part of South Africa are trying. But it's just a few nations around there.
As much as I agree that it's a collective problem.
Yeah, it's a collective problem. But if governments of nations and footballing bodies in nations do not align, a lot of African footballing heads or football association heads are aiming at CAF, not for their own country's development, for their own. Look at what Amadu Pinnick did, with the run to FIFA. It wasn't because of FIFA that they wanted to make Nigeria a super footballing power, but because of personal ambition.
Absolutely.
To get far. Yep. And not just look at what Eto'o is doing with Cameroon.
Personal ambition.
You understand?
Over development.
Look at what Issa Hayatou did when he was CAF president as well. And you can list, you see, this thing is, we have a very selfish and monopolistic idea, myopic idea as African footballing executives in the country every year.
Yeah.
It's so sad. So if we don't align wise, we're not going to see CAF will be taken as play dogs. Mm-hmm. We're having Nations Cup where clubs are refusing to release players to go and play for their nation.
Under the FIFA rule,
happens every year.
Supposed to release player at a certain number of days, and they have refused to do that. The reason why Karaga will say, what is Nations Cup?
What's Nations Cup?
The reason why some other sport journalists across the world, ex-footballers from the Western world, will say, well, what's Nations Cup? Most of them don't even remember we are playing Nations Cup. Now, how are they going to help us build our own football, promote it, across the globe? When I know that they will be talking about their own Premier League, when I know that Italian Serie A will be on, when they know that there's going to be La Liga and some other news around the world, now decided to put it at that same period.
I feel that we can do that. I say the reason they are doing that is to show that they can compete, but they're doing it wrongly. How do I mean? You cannot
got to that level.
You cannot pay yourself against heavyweights if you as internally you are a joke.
Exactly.
So I feel that one of the reasons that CAF is trying to do this so that they can show that we are competing, we are serious as well. But bro, if you are not serious at home, if a goal of Chino Achebe, if the setup is very, things fall apart.
Absolutely.
A bulk of African football is not united. Not united.
Yep. Not
united in vision. Not united in development, not united in investment and infrastructure. What would I call it now? The success we are seeing with CAF in the last 2-3 years is because of the current president, who is personally has the finances, has the deep pocket personality to be able to push certain things.
Absolutely.
If it was a different president.
And what about the corruption?
Do you understand?
That one.
See,
don't even want to go there.
Let's not go there.
But all in all, I just feel that CAF needs to understand, the environment, how to play those games, so that if you cannot even match up with them, let us step up and also promote our own football and make it as if it's the only footballing event that we look forward to every year. 2 years.
Hey?
Now, all the years, even here, I don't even know. They will shut down themselves. But Super Eagles of Nigeria, Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Super Eagles.
Waiting they sup.
Waiting they share. We don't even know.
I've been lagging. I've been ADT.
See, again, this is a special message to the Nigerian Super Eagles. Osimhen, I beg in the name of God, don't score any goal when you get to the Nations Cup. Please, perform shambolic. Ndidi, play rubbish. Let Nigeria fall out of the Nations Cup in the first 2 games. Because if we go far, again, the Nigerian footballing architecture will not understand that there's a fundamental problem and a big rot in the system. And once they come back, they will be swallowed in the glamour of, the president will give them cars, give them houses again, and everybody forgets that there is a deep problem. So please, Nigerian Super Eagles, for the sake of Nigerian football, to save Nigerian football, please and please, do not do a Nations Cup. Let us come back, take the ridicule. Let us come back and let us overhaul.
I wish I can say amen to that prayer, but no nation
let us overhaul.
I wish I can say amen to your prayers or your wish, but no nation will want to go to the Nations Cup as big as that and not perform.
I feel that Nigerians will not get some things until Isos comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
Until the boys boycotted, they didn't pay salaries. Until the Super Eagles lady came to shout about how they were being mistreated. The country not do the needful. Why do we always have to drag our pants in public before we can do the needful?
Alright.
See, I don't want this. I'm going to be sad, but really for the greater good, I don't want Super Eagles to Ghana should beat us silly. They should drag us. South Africa should beat us as well. They should drag us. They should drag us.
Well, if you're talking about Ghana will not be at the Nations Cup. So
I know. I'm not saying everyone should beat us. Even Kevat should beat us. Now, bro, Eritrea should beat us.
Well, Super Eagles for Nigeria. Well, we still want you to try, but unfortunately, things are not the way they are. But the bigger picture is CAF. Give us the Nations Cup that we truly deserve. Honestly, I will just be very glad to no vex. I can see it on your face. I can see it on your face. But you know, go vex, So honestly, I'm also tired about the Super Eagles of Nigeria's issue.
If you are tired, I'm too tired. I'm a bicycle. I'm too tired.
Well, guys, you know the face. You know the face. You know that guy for the first time in a long while. I see my guy.
No.
What do they call this? What kind of style is this?
Is all back.
all back with the sense of
because this is a symbolism of how Nigerians football as Wosegbe. That's right. I have to come here. But shout out to everybody for joining us today on today's Box18 Nigeria podcast. Thank you so much. Please and please, in the name of God, support us.
Yes.
Support us. If you're out there, you're a brand, come and sponsor us. If you're out there, you're a fan, share this video, like, subscribe. We want to hit 10K subscribers before the year ends. So please subscribe, share our videos, leave a comment. Don't just drag us as well. Don't drag us, please. Because if you drag me, want to remain. Don't drag us. But drop your comments, however controversial you want. Interact with us. Follow us on social media too as well. Whether it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on X, it's on
TikTok,
this. Follow us. Box18 Nigeria Podcasts.
Box18
as in BOX.
It's not even needed here.
You understand.
Loud and clear. Well, you know the name, you know the face.
Yes.
It is FARUK Adetola, the man for the big occasion, the man they call Santiago Jury, the man they call
Santi Jury. My name is ADT. We have to give honor to who honor is due, and this has been a production of World Sport General for World Sports Communications. Until we see you next time.
Yes,
everybody.